Ugly Inside TV. For the final time this season outside St Mary's Hassan. We did it, we're staying up, but that was almost guaranteed on Tuesday. 1-0 to Manchester City today.
Yeah, to be honest, I know we conceded late, but fair play to them, 100 points. They played probably the best football I've ever seen in my life. 100 points, it's a record for them. You know, fair play to them. I don't think they were amazing today. I don't think they were brilliant. I thought, you know, we restricted them, you know, superbly for a large portions of the game, and we even had, the odd chance ourselves. So all in all, I think everyone's a winner. We stay up, they get 100 points, but it's been a shambolic season, and my clap for the players at the end was only for the last 8 games. The first 30 games were absolute shambles, and the board are 80% to blame. It's shocking. Now, look, I just want Kruger to come out and just be honest with us. Look, because let's read 2015, he goes, we had a 5-year plan to get into the Champions League. And when you set standards like that to supporters, and then they don't meet them, you're going to get a backlash. But if Kruger says, look, we're a bottom 10 football club, our aim is to just stay up every season, although I won't agree with it, I'll say fair play, he's being honest. At least we know where we stand. But I came into this season with false expectations of us playing attacking football, aggressive football, and try and, stay in the top 8, and it's been far from that. So I don't want, these last 5 games to, buttercoat, how shit we've been this season. But I'm going to give credit to Mark Hughes and the players who had a reality check, and I think that's what it was. It was a reality check, and Mark Hughes has been brilliant since he's come in. Whether he stays or not is that's a topic for another day. But I question his transfer policy at Stoke was appalling, and inevitably that's what sent Stoke down. So look, I'll love it if he could stay, but he's got that Ross Wilson, who's head of recruitment, needs to sort out.
I think he's going to be Mark Hughes is number 1 candidate for me. Has to be given the job, 100%. Yeah. But today on the pitch, spirited performance once again from Mark Hughes, who really gave Man City a good go for their money. Yeah. Man City were in party atmosphere already, and we, the fans once again excellent, magnificent in the home ends.
They were, and the fans have been sensational for the last 3 home games. I thought we were just as good against Bournemouth, and we were brilliant against Chelsea. I think the supporters have come alive, and I think that's what Hughes has given off. He's given.
Tell you what, I'm never watching City again. That rubbish, mate. The rubbish. I'm never watching them again.
No, look, fair play to them. Look, I'd prefer if City were to get the 100 points than United, but a lot needs addressing this summer, Freddie. Players, the board. For me, I don't actually see what Kruger does. So I think I question him, and they need to talk to BBC Radio Solent. Like under the Cortese days, one of his biggest downfalls is that he never spoke to the club or the fans. And these lot, they've been shut up. They've kept it shut for the last 2 years. They haven't spoken to any of the fans. We've had no fans forum. We've had nothing. It's time they came out and addressed the issues which me and you are both thinking about.
Yeah, excellent points, Hassan. And a final thought for the season. Yeah. A lot of people have already had things to say, and you've said it quite a few times over the season as well. But what would be your final thoughts to perhaps the board, to the fans, and perhaps some reflection for this season, whether it's positive or negative?
Make sure you tell him to tell Les Reed to fuck off.
He's got a point, to be fair. Look, I just want honesty. Honesty is the best policy. Just don't sell us something that you can't deliver. And that's what I want. I know every season we sell our best players. Look, I would love to keep some players, this summer and try and build, spend a bit of money, buying Quincy Promise, buy Shaqiri from Stoke, look, just don't go out and spend, money which, you haven't got, but spend within your means, recruit well. I think Paul Mitchell, who was at the club a few years ago, did that sensationally, brought in Mane, Pele, and those sort of players who turned out to be brilliant for us, to just honestly the best policy. And that's what I want, an open discussion with them, It's both in our interest to, for the best for Southampton Football Club. So just open dialogue with the fans. That's just my final message.
Excellent. Hassan, you've been great in this season.